morning, students. Hope all of you are in safe and in good health. Look, we are discussing today uh, your biological class. The chapter is called Molecular Basis of Inheritance. Suppose within this chapter, today we are trying to discuss about introduction of this chapter, the DNA, the structure of DNA, and as in your book says, polynucleotide chain of DNA. So first of all, we know where is DNA. DNA present in which part? In cell, in which part? Suppose this one is cell, so this one is nucleus. I will show it larger size. This is a thread which is called chromatin thread, or there are various types of threads. So within this thread, you can consider as a chromosome, and after within the chromosome there is a chromonema fiber which is coiled in very much, which is a solenoid model. We will discuss later on. After that, if you extract a thread, then this is like that. That DNA, when we study the structure, it will like this. You know you already known it in your previous class, that means in 11. So this is for your general idea. We know that within a helix there are so many structures or so many nucleotides. So what is nucleotides and nucleosides? We will erase it. This is no need to. So this is adenine bonded with thymine. This is weaker bond. That's why we do it like that. Dotted line means weaker hydrogen bond. This is nitrogenous base. Both are nitrogenous base. Attached with sugar, pentose sugar. We say as both side, that is same as. This one is called nitrogenous base. Sugar is called nucleoside. When phosphorus is joined with them, that means P, then it is called nucleotide. So that is the basic difference between nucleoside and nucleotide. In nucleoside there is no phosphorus. In nucleotide, nitrogenous base, sugar and phosphorus, all these three ingredient molecules are need to form a nucleotide. There are so many nucleotides. Look, 1, 2, 3, 10. Within a helix, 34 Armstrong. A helix consists of 34 Armstrong wide. Within that, there are 10 nucleotide pairs. All these are called polynucleotide. Now, before that, before we start the polynucleotide original chain, as your book says, here we draw it like that: adenosine, thymine, cytosine, guanine, cytosine. That is formed with the purine and pyrimidine base. So what is purine and pyrimidine base? Purine base consists of only adenine and guanine. Pyrimidine base consists of 3: cytosine, thymine. In case of RNA, it is uracil. Otherwise, it is same. Within this, there is another one called Chargaff rule. That means if you do it, purine base always equal to pyrimidine base. Adenine guanine, the amount of adenine guanine is equal to the amount of cytosine and thymine. So this is the Chargaff rule, we call it. Here in purine base, you know better one. Look, if it is shown by the camera or mobile, here it is called purine base, purine nitrogenous base, adenine and guanine. This is a normal purine base. Adenine and guanine structure is separate. In pyrimidine, that is looking like. So what is this? The basic difference of this is two ring. There are two ring. One is pentose, one is hexose. Here it is hexose. That one is fast. Second one is purine consists of, look, 1, 2, 1, 3, 7, 9. That means nitrogen present in purine only 1, carbon number 1, 3, 7 and 9. You may consult any reference book. Others are carbon. Only these 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 are nitrogenous base. Here, look, only 1 and 3. As we draw it, here is 1, here is 2, here is 3. So there is 3 nitrogenous base. Look, in pyrimidine base, there is oxygen, extra oxygen. Here is no extra oxygen. This is the simple basic difference of purine and pyrimidine base. Within this pyridine and pyrimidine base, the form is going on. How it is 5' and 3'. I will show you another structure. So I have to change my board. Look carefully. Double strand polynucleotide. First of all, where is our nitrogenous base? Yes, adenosine, thiamine, adenosine, guanine, cytosine. Next will be another one. Simple. We need a sugar within the base, nitrogenous base. This is pentose sugar. Look, what is this? This is pentose sugar. So carbon is present only within the. So there is a 5' is there. Where phosphate is engaged with them one, it is always hydrogen number 5. That means look, 1, 2, 3, 4. That one is extra 1, 5. Why it is extra 1? Because the formula of a phosphate is P3, H3PO4. H3PO4. So we formed it. Here is only 2H, but another H is there. It is common. So H3 PO4. This is looking like. I draw it here according to within this. This one is dotted is there. There is PO4. Hydrogen is 3. This type of bond is called ester bond. Look, this bond, how phosphate is attached with the sugar, this bond is ester bond. And another normal bond is glucosidic bond will be there. So in a polynucleotide chain, single chain, there is a double stranded, one chain, second chain. So in a chain where phosphate is attached, that one is 5'. And in the next part, in sugar consists of OH. In which part sugar consists of hydroxyl ion, hydroxyl element or hydroxyl ion, that part is called 3'. This is called 3'. That means reverse one, because this is a single polynucleotide chain. When it is going double, when it is going double, look what happened, same thing will be happened again. Thymine, sugar, OH. Why? There is a basic difference, look. In 5' to 3', pentose sugar always in right side of nitrogenous base. In 3' there is also it is in the same side, but OH is another side. This is the formation of system. We are bonding these two by the phosphate or phosphoric acid, as we seen in our this structure, the basic structure we are reading in our all classes according to DNA. That is the basic one. So you carefully observe this one. I hope you will observe that. So purine, these one are called glycosidic. I don't say that one. Oh, it is glycosidic bond. We are saying this is the ester bond, and this one purine with pyrimidine is called glycosidic bond. Look, there is some system we will discuss later on. So this is simply polynucleotide chain. You write it several times, practice it, otherwise it will not be recalled by your brain. Thank you.